So we watched Lego Batman.
Yeah, okay. If that scares him, then Hocus Pocus would definitely scare him.
Yeah, especially with the scene where the cat gets run over.
Yeah. Also, it did teach my child the word virgin.
Oh,
And like, what's a virgin? And I'm like,
Virgin's a boy who doesn't act very good.
Ew.
I watched a double feature of both Addams Family's movies.
if you're at a party for the small group of quarantine children. Oh, well. I spent like 2 hours turning white balloons into like booze from Mario. So I had like these games planned for it, and they like did not care at all. They're just like, oh, that's neat. We're gonna do other things. Okay, kids.
This new Roll20 update is so nice.
Oh yeah, I'm still logged in as. That is good.
Yeah.
All right, how do I close it? Let me go into stylish and disable that one now.
What now?
So Roll20 had this update a few weeks ago to where they changed. You've probably never seen the map bar, but when you dropped down for a long time, it was a kind of just long, like horizontal bar of maps, and you would have to scroll left and scroll right. And if I wanted to move you guys like 10 maps to the right, it became a pain in the ass. And they just did an update to where they just did a grid. They do a grid view now, and I can drag it anywhere in this grid view, and it's super nice.
That's cool. No, yeah, I've done the maps before, but
Oh right, yeah, because you ran your own game. That's right.
yeah, it was always a pain. Also, with like if you were on one and you would forget that everyone else wasn't on that
Yep.
particular. I just realized this is the first time getting on Roll20 since I switched my monitor to the giant TV screen. And I was like, why is it so big? Why does it look... And I'm like, oh, wait, because
Ooh,
I
that
went from
reminds
like
me.
12 inches to 40.
That's what she said.
Anyway.
Oh, God. 40 inches.
Poor person.
That's not even like a you go. It's like a, oh, God.
So, what were you thinking? Like, and what country allowed you to do this to yourself?
What?
Never mind. Hey Google, make the light red.
Sure. Changing 3 lights to red.
Yes. Welcome to the place.
Change my stuff.
This is much better than if I have it bright white. Because like if it's white, it just reflects off the door in here.
What I've started doing is I know that mine's entirely too bright right now, so I'm gonna do this.
We're gonna get you a green screen, don't worry.
And I turn the bathroom light on.
I have moved my office from one room in the house to another, so now I have ceiling lights, and I don't like. What do I do with that other than make it red?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get like. I gotta bring down my lights from upstairs and diffuse them across the wall, I think. Has everyone watched that movie that everyone should have watched by now?
What movie?
Eurovision. Euro.
Oh, that Will Ferrell movie?
Yes, it's so good.
I added it to my to-watch list last night because some other friends were talking about it, so.
It's real fun.
And I guess I watched Eurovision for years, like the actual event, so I'm pretty sure this will land pretty well with me.
Like, it's a musical because it's Eurovision.
Yeah.
It's a comedy because it's got Will Ferrell in it.
Right.
It has actual Eurovision people in it
Oh,
because
really?
it does.
That's awesome.
And one of the songs is called Ya Ya Ding Dong, and it's amazing.
Isn't doesn't the actual people that they based it on end up in the movie?
Maybe, I don't know. There's so
I haven't
many
read
Eurovision people
anything
in
on it.
there.
I just saw that it was a Eurovision movie starring Will Ferrell, and I'm like, all right, okay. John C.
Some of
Reilly
the
somewhere in it.
some of the final performance was inspired from something that they actually saw while they were researching. I forget what it's been a couple months since I watched Eurovision, but that's a great movie.
Is it the Flaming Piano?
No, that's something really bizarre. I just can't remember what that last act of theirs
Is
was.
the hamster wheel?
Yeah, it has something to do with the hamster wheel, and I know that was like they were fascinated because that was actually in a competition, and they got like
Yeah,
stuck,
it was. I
like
remember that.
fascinated by the hamster wheel, so they put it in.
And then the flying thing. That was great.
I liked the tongue-in-cheek one from a few years ago of Love, Love, Peace, Peace.
All the music in the movie is great.
Yeah, they did a really good job on that movie.
Oh, and the the Russian guy, he's just so freaking good. Like
I need to watch.
his line about gay people in Russia is just oh,
I need to watch it again. I've already.
he
I
says
heard the
like
new Borat's good.
I can't
Yeah, we
even
watched
watch
it. We watched it the day it came out. It was funny.
It's just
Oh,
as cringy
Brett,
as the
you know
first
the
one.
cooks, right? Like Brian and Christy.
Yeah.
Their daughter Ellie both terrifies me and cracks me up.
So the last time I saw their daughter, I think she was in a not a wheelchair. She was in a. She couldn't walk. She was
Okay.
young. She
Well-
was young. She was that young.
So she is nuts, like crazy nuts, but in like a funny way. Like it would be exhausting to be her parents, but like last night at one point she walked inside the house and she went, "I'm going to the party," and we're like, her mom or dad either said like, "You're already at the party." She said, "No, I'm going to the party," and walked in the sunroom where we have Caleb's little drum set and just started like wailing on it.
Make very loud noise.
Yeah.
All right.
I meant this. So I have to blow it extra. Now it's time for bed.
Yeah, the new Borat film was really funny. The girl they got to play his daughter was really good. Especially when you find out she like got hired and 2 weeks later was in the White House doing an interview. And she's never been in a movie before.
Oh, that's perfect.
Testing my audio real quick to make sure the volumes match up. There we go. Perfect. We're streaming, by the way.
Okay. All right. Everybody good? Everybody good? We will get started.
I think Jeff is not in video, or not in
No, I see him. Hasn't
I mean,
talked, so I haven't heard him.
Discord. That's what he's not in.
Oh, I see.
Also, are we on a map? I don't see any map.
You don't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I see a map.
You should be on the same map you were last time, 2 weeks ago, at
Let
the
me just
Riverside Camp.
refresh.
Yeah, we're on the right side of the riverbed.
Alright, I'm back. I just need to refresh Chrome
Oh.
and lose all cameras.
We also watched Hubie Halloween, which I don't know how big of an Adam Sandler fan you are, but it was definitely a good one.
I have not seen a Sandler film since like the mid 2000s when he used to do all those comedies,
Mm-hmm.
theatrical release comedies.
Mm-hmm.
It's been forever. I have not seen any of the Netflix stuff he's done, but I'm always interested. Down
The Netflix stuff has been like hit or miss. It's either really good or it's okay. Which is pretty much Sandler. You're in for he's either gonna make you laugh really hard or it's okay.
yeah.
But this one felt it had a lot of nods back to those older movies. It felt more like kind of let's get the old Waterboy crew and the guys who used to make that film and let's do a new film and make nods to those old films too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like when they do that.
Are you talking about Hubie Halloween?
Yeah. Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Okay. I guess let's go ahead and get started then. So, last session, you guys murdered a camp of barbarians who
Mercenaries.
were mercenaries. So you
Well, that's
think? Well, yeah, they tried to kill you. They launched the first attack as you approached to try and be friendly. They were very obviously super hostile.
They're also being
About-
paid, so they're definitely mercenaries.
And they recognized us, right?
No,
we
but
told
they
them our names
recognize.
again.
Yeah.
No, I didn't tell them our names. I told them Daffy's.
A name got dropped, and it put them into high alert, and they attacked the party. You
Eyes
mostly-
widened in surprise.
Eyes widened in surprise. You, with not utter ease this time, but with effort, you took them all down. You now had barbarians and elves working together, which draws questions. But you have, I think you guys piked them all at camp.
Did we pike them?
I don't know. I think so.
Does that sound like
Anyway.
us? Yes, it does sound like us.
Anyways, you are now at the camp. They had come from the north. That is where the cave is located.
Can we get a sense
I
that
forget if you guys took a short rest or not. I don't think you. No, yeah, you totally did.
Yeah, I'm down like 12 hit die.
Yeah, you guys totally did. Scrolling up. Thank you, Roll20 chat. All right, so you now know that the north is your destination. You have the river. You got some boats there. You also have a path that leads north and east away from the river. But that is where a couple of the mercenaries came from, and where you surmise that the rest of them showed up after you guys got their attention and ran off, and then came back and tried to hail and well met them.
I have a daring plan. I think we should take the boats and go north on the water. That way we can fish while we're traveling.
That's a wonderful idea.
I'm down for some fishing.
It'd be nice to do something that isn't murder hobo.
We tried not to. We tried so hard.
That is true.
Now, who put us on this direction to begin with? Wasn't it Daredevil?
Yeah.
And these people knew who we were when we got there?
They knew who Dabbler was.
Oh, okay. They knew who Davril was, but
Yeah. Yes.
they weren't
not
looking.
you. Not you specifically.
Okay. All right.
I,
Yeah, let's go fishing.
Then let's go ahead and pike the bad guys' heads on spikes, start the bonfire, and then leave on the boats. Do they have fishing rods available on camp?
You take a look in the boat, and you see a fishing rod in each boat.
Excellent. We can go fishing.
All right.
Best working vacation ever.
Okay, real quick. For some reason, I can't move my hook.
You
I'm
can't
sure
what?
you won't need to.
I can't move my hook.
It's okay. We're about to leave this map anyway.
Yeah, once my internet stops crawling.
The water wasn't very deep either, so we don't have to worry about sharks in a river, because that's where
Well-
sharks are.
You know,
River.
we could go fishing for some river monsters if we used human flesh as bait.
I said this is a working holiday, not a
Oh,
working
catfish
work.
like liver, so maybe we can just cut out their livers and use that for catfish.
We could sink one of the bodies to the bottom and go what is that called? Trolling, where we drag the body behind us along the bottom and it draws the fish in.
I mean, I don't want to fight monsters, but that sounds like a good bait for any kind of fish.
There you go. How about this big guy right here? He looks pretty meaty.
On a scale of 1 to meaty, how meaty is he, Scott?
He looks a little muscly.
They're all pretty fit. Yeah, there's not a lot of fat on them, so to
So
speak.
they're pretty dense. They'll sink right to the bottom. We won't really have to weigh him down too much.
A question: if they are considered dense and meaty and fit, what would each of our characters be considered in comparison?
You
I don't
want to
you
know
tell
the
me.
Haven't had time to put on weight. Have been time traveling and interdimensional traveling, and the food's
I
not
think
been
we get
good.
enough exercise to be,
I mean, I
you know.
guess you can look down and you could probably tell me about how heavy you look.
Well, I died a couple of days ago, so I'm a little emaciated.
You lost a few pounds.
Yeah.
That's true. You got some deep bags under your eyes.
Like, guys, I need coffee and a nap and a coma.
Maybe you're in a coma. Maybe this whole sequence of events is just a fever dream.
Excellent. We can do whatever I want.
Put a pin in that if we have a full party wipe. Oh no, it was just our fever dream. We're still fine. We're all fine.
This is just Armin getting knocked around by Valkyr.
Here.
All right, we tie up the meatiest one. Strap his battle axe to him to make sure that he sinks. And I pull out my trusty rope and tie it to his ankle to troll him.
Sweet.
Let's go fishing.
Make sure you secure the blade in a way that it doesn't become an anchor to the bottom of the river.
Did not even think of that. It's too late. Are we
Probably
moving?
fine.
Are we moving or are we anchored?
All right. Are you guys moving upriver now?
We're moving upriver.
You're moving upriver.
Corpse
I guess-
in tow.
Corpse in tow. I guess. Go ahead and draw a little boat on where you want to be.
Jeff, you're our artist.
Yeah, you got this.
Actually, wait, it's bigger, right?
It's about that size. I think we had to take multiple boats.
Okay.
Who wants to ride with Armin? Who volunteers? My company.
I'll ride with you in case Valkyr sees you on water and decides to be
It's a fresh target. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm staying away from Armin on water.
I'm standing on the back of the boat pissing and whistling the song of Valkyr as I do it.
All right, as you guys sail north upriver, it is a calm, sunny, good breeze. Very quiet. You don't hear, you hear the trees rustling. You see the sun overhead. It's middle of the day. The river moves at a slow to medium pace. It's not exactly fast, but it's not exactly slow. You can sit and fish if you so desire.
I desire this.
You desire this.
I feel like this is a good mental health trip.
With the dead body in the water behind us.
I mean, we're all sorts
they-
of fucked up at this point.
They brought it on themselves, right?
That's true. They had it coming.
We gave him an out. Sort of.
All right, so you're kind of anchored in the water at the. I like the art of the dead body in the water.
I want to roll to catch fish. We've got excellent bait.
You do.
Oh,
I don't appear to have skill in fishing, but that's fine. I'm not doing it to win.
Uh-oh, what's that up there?
it's old snapper. Oh God, we've summoned old snapper.
Way to go. What bait did you use?
People.
Oh.
All right,
Sweet
so
baby Jesus, no.
you roll to fish.
I feel like survival is the answer to that.
Yeah, roll me a survival.
I catch 13 fish.
As you cast your line into the water, you feel a tug almost immediately.
It's not the undead barbarian climbing out of the water, is it?
Not quite, not quite.
I did aim for the back of the boat because I'm trying to go for where the bait is. I'm a reeler in.
Sure. As you pull, you reel it in. The line gets real tense, and you fight. Which boat are you in, by the way, left or right?
The one with the bait.
The one with the bait. Okay. And all of a sudden, onto the side of the boat, you pull a giant frog.
I like when you say giant frog. Do you mean a giant frog that will eat me, or a giant frog that I will eat?
It's a giant frog.
How big is a giant frog?
Giant frog's a medium creature because frogs are small.
Okay. How do y'all feel about frog legs?
Actually, I put it on the wrong layer because it's that big.
Good puppies, good eating.
I need
Wee.
everyone feels good about that. All right, we pull it aboard. We're gonna gut it. I have it grappled with my fishing line.
You do.
D, you have advantage on all hits to kill it.
I'm gonna bludgeon it to death.
Maybe you could. Yes.
Just,
I'm sure.
just
I'm sure a single punch would take care of it.
yeah, just punch it to death, Yolanda.
Just
I'll
punch it like punch it like it owes you money.
bop it on the noggin.
Use some of your key points to stunning blow it.
The frog makes a very wet croak, and you hear crunching, and the frog stops moving.
Well, it's dead.
Mission
And you feel
accomplished.
good about yourself.
Yes, because we're eating frog legs now.
Well, I would have rather someone stabbed it. I didn't want to punch a frog to death.
Yeah, but you were on the boat with me, and I was holding it.
I'm stronger than you. I could
Why
have
weren't you fishing?
Seem so happy.
I'm happier now that we have good eats.
Sir Eastervald leans over the edge of the boat and says, "Whoo, boy, that's a big one."
I feel like we should immediately take a detour to the shore and cook. Who's with me? Is anyone
think
good
I would
at
take that.
cooking?
Another giant frog jumps onto the boat.
Yolanda!
One jumps onto the boat.
Bop it.
And another one jumps onto the boat.
Oh no.
Bop it.
Quick, Hafen. Fireball them.
Not on the boat.
I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking
These
dinner.
These frogs are the size of large dogs, just as a reference of size.
Jeez. Okay.
Push them into the water. Maybe they'll leave us alone. We only, one is big enough for us to eat. We don't need 4.
Have they attacked us yet?
No, they're just jumping on the boat.
Push them out of the water. Get them off the
In
boat.
response, can we attack them?
Absolutely.
One of them.
Worry about what might be in the water that the frogs are running away from.
Hafen, you basically rain fire upon the frog in front of you, and he becomes crispified, and he just kind of stiffens up and stops moving.
I pull a leg off and eat it.
Like a savage.
I yell out, "Can you get this one too?"
Eastervall brings the hammer down on the toad in front of him, and when he pulls the hammer back, there's nothing left.
We're trying to eat here. Why?
Damn it. Damn it.
Just brand them next
A little
time.
too pulverized. Well, our frogs are handled.
One of our frogs is handled, and I'm currently chopping it up to saute it. Yolanda, you got the other one, right?
Yeah. Do you think shocking grasp would cook a frog?
You'd probably give it a crispy skin.
It'd be like deep frying it.
I'm gonna shocking grasp the frog legs. I'm gonna just rip off the legs off the dead frog and throw the rest back in the water, and then
Oh wow!
the legs.
And
All right, as you do that, you crispify the frog legs with your shocking grasp, and they are tender and ready for consumption.
We're having a feast tonight, boys.
East of all, you want any of this frog?
I'll take the.
These are about the size of like turkey legs at the restaurant.
Yes, they are. They're very big.
River chicken is what we used to call this.
All right. Well, you have spent the last 10, 15 minutes feasting on your frog's legs. Will you
All right.
continue to fish? What will you do now?
Let's see what else is down there.
I don't like the idea of fishing for sport. Like, for food, yes. For sport, I guess we could catch and release.
Let's just travel onwards.
Onwards.
Party consensus to continue moving upriver?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Sure. Frogs consumed.
Tell
The
A-
party.
Tell Hafen to use his elven eyes to keep us informed of the front of us.
It was a hearty meal.
I'll look with my elven eyes.
I'm never
Hi,
gonna stop
Bran.
that Legolas joke.
Imagine the rocks aren't there. I couldn't find a good map that didn't have the rocks.
I'm surfing over the rocks because I'm an elf. And I can do that. It's canon.
It's canon. It's canon now. Every time I move the boat, your tokens just readjust.
There we go.
Hey, look at that.
The rocks are gone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What we'll do is we'll send that to them. And now that I've done that, oh, I sent everything to the map layer. Oops.
I always wanted to be a map.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, the map's moving.
Oh no, you ran into a rock.
Earthquake.
I've got giant blue squares on mine.
We all fell out of the boat too.
The giant blue squares are where the rocks are not.
There's been a planar tear.
I gotta make sure I put mine up right now. Okay. Yeah, the issue is I sent. Can you guys still see your tokens?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Can't do
Okay.
anything with them.
Can you? Did the boat? Are the boats still there?
Yes.
Because I think I moved the boats to the map layer.
Oh god, the map is gone.
Oh
Oh
no!
god, we're gone.
We're gone.
What did we do to deserve this?
What did you do with pissing
We should have
off?
checked him for psychedelics first.
This is what happens when you lick the toads.
This is the after effects of the toads.
What is that from? Where they start doing toad? Is that Futurama?
This is definitely future.
Yeah. Or no,
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it Rick and Morty? I can't remember.
it's,
Rick and Morty did something with like toads with their stuff hanging out.
I'm gonna have to look that up now.
We're gonna.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Another was it was the plot of a Dave Barry book that
Was a novel with the rock in it. I mean, was a movie with the rock in it. I think.
I have really fucked this up.
Oh, it's Family Guy. That's what it is.
Family. That's right.
Same thing. Apparently, it's a real thing though. There's like a Colorado river toad that has a toxin in its skin. If you lick it, you get a hallucinogenic high, and then you can potentially die.
Really? That's interesting.
If you're gonna die.
Kind of in Florida too. I think they get imported from
All right, there we go.
South America.
It's
And then,
evolved. Sorry, what were you saying?
I think everybody's roboting out on me.
It's
My
just
internet
you.
might be. Yeah, it's just me.
I'm back in place now.
Okay, yeah, I fixed everything. Let me reconnect here. All right, as you continue to move upriver, you move to the next area, which surprisingly looks the exact same as this area. You continue to sail north. You notice there are a lot of frogs on this river, as you can see. You saw several jump up into your boat, and you see a lot on the shorelines and everything. And as you make your way up, everybody roll me perception.
Oh god. Look out for the Frog King.
Sean, we perceive things exactly the same.
I have a -2, so no, we don't.
+4.
Everybody sees the water kind of swirling around, displacing a little bit around the boats. It looks odd compared to everything else you've seen on the river so far. You see large things lurking beneath, following below the boats.
And there's frogs just sitting on the banks watching us.
Yes.
Maybe we should pull ashore, guys.
Did you say trolls?
No.
Water trolls.
Is anybody familiar with this?
I just came here for fishing, man.
Yeah, well now we're being watched by frogs.
Frogs.
Frogs
Okay.
don't watch people. We're mostly not a threat to them.
Wait, should I shock the water?
I mean, only if
You
can catch
You
what
can always
kill.
try to shock the water, see what happens.
Chain lightning.
Okay, everyone keep your hands out of the water. And I stick my hands in and do shocking grass.
And then Scott disconnected.
Oh no. I shocked Scott.
Oh no! You got the deal.
It was more powerful than I ever expected.
Mistakes were made. Is he back?
Can a player turn water into water? Would that be a legit strategy to deal with the frogs and the
Turn the water into what?
into wine?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought you said lava. I was like, the fuck kind of spells
That would
you
be
got?
cool if they were in wooden boats.
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, we could get the frogs drunk, and then they wouldn't want to attack us.
How do you know they're not angry drunks?
That's a fair point.
I think I'm back.
Yay, internet.
I had to reboot my router.
What happened when I shocked the water?
Did you shock and grasp, or did you use another lightning-based thing?
Shocking grass.
Shocking grasp. What's the range on shocking grasp? Is it touch 5 feet?
It's touch.
Okay.
But I stuck my hands in the water.
All right. Just mark on the map where you do it.
Say, since I'm saying right there, we'll do it right here.
Yeah, just make it like a little X or something.
Bloop.
Bloop. All right. As you shock the water, the creatures that you see below the water begin to thrash a little bit, and they all pop up above the water. The one nearest to you pops up.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's not good.
There's only
The
3.
giant frog-looking creatures don't look too happy that the water was shocked.
Hail and well met.
As they bust up out of the water, what do you do?
We hail and well met 'em.
Attack. They're hostile.
No, say hello first.
Kill them!
I'll say hello with my fist.
Stand down, you bunch of murderers. We mean you no harm, Frogman. Why are
Those
you...
are
Our apologies. We're just
Hey.
passing through.
They gurgle in a language that you cannot understand.
I have a spell for this.
those are slodes, right?
I
Why
can
don't
understand
you
all
roll
spoken
me?
languages.
Why don't
There we
you roll
go.
me, Jet? Oops,
We got some monk bullshit.
you have some.
Yeah, monk bullshit. I can speak all spoken languages, or I can understand all spoken languages.
Oh shit!
So you can understand them, but not say back to them.
No.
anything.
I can also any creature that understands a language can understand what I say as well.
Oh.
Excellent.
forgot some
Well,
monk
as they
bullshit.
burst up out of the water, the one nearest to you is very upset and says in his gurgly, "Hey Jeff, roll me an investigate." While it's gurgling. That is indeed a salad.
We've seen them
God.
before. We know what they look like.
Salad.
A salad.
Like, we've seen these and fought these before.
You have, yes. All right. The blue slot in front of you is very upset that you have come into their territory, killing their kin and disrupting the river by shocking the water.
What does it say, Yolanda? Can you... I'm afraid to get you to convince them to let us live. You did such a great job last time.
Hey, don't mention who we know.
Or don't say our names.
So the first thing Yolanda is going to do and say, "Hail and well met. My name's Yolanda."
The blue salad says back, "I don't care who you are. You are interfering on our territory. You can leave now or deal with us."
Leaving. I look back. I'm like, Yoko was just leaving.
We were
Yep.
trying to do that already.
Okay, we're gone. Bye, guys. Sorry about the Sparky thing.
Thanks for the frog legs.
Jesus Christ, it's full.
They can't understand him.
Okay,
I say those words anyway.
So what do you do?
we're just gonna try and continue on, I guess. Say, like, we're leaving as quick as we can. Is
I'm
this
gonna
way
use
okay?
my-
Is this way safe? Can we leave this
Next-
way and point down the river?
The one in front of you points opposite of him, and he says, "Leave now if you know what's good for you."
Can we get back on land and just walk?
Or can we stay on the boats?
No, they're not happy with the boats unless we turn around.
We could give them the boats. As a gift.
They point over to the shore to the east, and they say, "There's a path that way. Get out of here."
Aye, Captain. So let's go that way. Go to the east.
Let's go.
The two slods on the opposite ends of your boats pull you over to shore and more or less dump you out onto the shoreline. They pull the boats back into the water and they sink them.
Jeez. Jerks.
It's okay, it's not our boats, I don't care.
Yeah.
It was a.
We stole them anyway.
Boats go bye-bye, and the slots watch you on the shoreline as you make your
A
way
beeline for the trail.
away.
We walk away quickly.
This is where you should use chain lightning. Quick.
No.
We casually toss it over your shoulder as we walk away.
It's like just toss a grenade behind us as we walk away.
All right. So are we gonna head east on the path? Is there a path?
There is a path. I got a map. It's coming. Gosh, this is so much easier to use. All right, you find yourselves on the path.
Yeah.
The sun is still shining. The wind is lightly blowing through the trees. You find yourself working away from the river. As you look over your shoulders, you still see the blue sloths up on the shoreline, intently watching you, making sure that you're not coming back.
Well, that was fun.
Unsure of if they're actually hostile or just, beating their chests and hoping you don't engage.
We don't have to kill everything we come across.
No, we gotta get to this mine, right?
Yep. I turned
Do
my
we know
way by.
what direction it is still? North?
Well, while the path looks east, like left to right, it's like more like northeast along the river.
Okay.
So it's just always hard to find a right map for, direction sometimes. So for all intents and purposes, left is south, right is north.
We're going the right way. My map instincts tell me so.
Well, then use your map instincts to lead us on.
I do. I lose my map instincts. I call upon them. I say, map instincts, which way do I go? And we go right.
You go to the right. All right. As you work your way down the path, the trees are lightly blowing. Who's leading the pack?
I am. Me and my map instincts.
You
Definitely
and your
not.
map instincts.
I am not a tank.
I'll be.
Do you want to be in the back where we'll be ambushed from behind? Hafen?
I'm going to. Let's do that.
I just lost.
What if we get ambushed from the left?
Look, some better arrangement here. Well, I mean, I can't account for every direction.
We could arrange ourselves so that you're like in the middle, surrounded by all sides.
Yeah, we can form like a triangle around you. Protect the magic man at all costs.
Protect the magic man. He important.
I wonder. All right. So, you want to continue moving forward?
Yes, quickly.
Yes. Excellent.
I say, keep up, magic man. We have to maintain formation to protect you. Oh God, there's some sort of pumpkin monster.
The party notices something scribbled into the dirt pathway in front of them.
Is it the pumpkin tomato looking monster thing? Or is it something in addition to that?
Roll me an insight.
Insight? I don't understand. Is the ground questioning my truth? 22.
You go, I don't know what the hell this is supposed to mean.
That looks like chicken shit right there.
Literally, chickens are running around.
And then before you can do anything, it disappears.
Magic man, did you do this?
It wasn't me.
I really want to play a barbarian that doesn't understand magic.
That'd be great. All right, roll me a perception, Armin.
I whip out the greatest perception known to man, 21.
Pretty good. All right. You notice that all of the trees in the area, like in the surrounding area, are all of like one type of tree, but there's about 4 or 5 trees along this path that are completely different from the surrounding trees.
I think we got tree monsters, guys.
Maybe they're Ents. Maybe they're nice.
Like the frogman? What if they tell us to go back to the water? We're not welcome.
Walk that frog off your hammer.
Yeah, turn off your fire hammer, please.
Firehammer turn.
Without taking any further steps, I say, hail and well met, trees.
Excuse me.
Oops. As you say that, the tree nearest to you begins to shudder and move.
And it
He
says,
awakens and he looks down at Armin before letting out a long, slow. What brings you to this part of the forest?
oh great Deku tree. We're on our way north to the mine to investigate its operations.
A rumbling comes from the treant. Yes. I have heard things coming from that mine. Truly evil. Me and my kin have steered clear, for we do not know what goes on inside the cave.
You say evil happens there? Are you okay with this evil?
He grumbles. Thanks. Of course not. But it is probably more than we can handle.
Well, it's not more than we can handle. We're gonna go deal with this evil. I'd appreciate it if you didn't stab us in the back while we're doing that.
Treant's brows slightly furrow once you say that. It says, I would never do such a thing.
That's good to hear. I don't know if can I roll insight to see if he's telling the truth?
Absolutely.
I don't trust tree people.
Why don't you trust tree people?
Why should we trust anyone?
It's a good point. We tried to trust those barbarians and look what happened.
No, we tried to trust Yolanda
Yeah,
into talking to them.
That's not a very good idea.
The tree is telling the truth.
Okay. Also, you wouldn't be
He is-
trusting either if you had a demigod throw you through buildings.
It's your fault.
I trust the tree. I'm an elf. He's an imp.
Oh, I
Even if he
forgot.
wanted to come, it'd take him a long time. We could run away by the time he tried to do anything.
Don't be rude to the tree man, Magic Man.
I'm not. He's my friend. This is Jack the Ant. I'm pretty sure.
Child of the forest, the treant says as he looks at Hafen. I see you are traveling with humans. I hope they treat you well.
No.
I keep a lot of soap on hand.
Can you tell us anything about the evil up ahead, Mr. Tree Man? Actually, can you tell me what your name is so I don't have to call you Mr. Tree Man over and over again?
Name, he says. I have not been called by my name in many millennia.
Well, if you'd like, I can make you up one on the spot.
Let's call him Bob.
Way to steal my thunderest of all.
Does Easterval say that out loud? The
He
tree,
wants us out loud. As soon as you suggest that we give him a name,
the tree reaches up and strokes his mossy beard and says, Bob, I like the ring of this. Yes, to you I will be known as Bob.
Well, Bob, we're very interested in dealing with this mine issue. Can you tell us anything else about it other than it's obviously evil? Actually, can you tell us about the people coming and going along this path to the mine?
Why, of course, he says.
And I'm
The
going to describe someone that I don't recall what he actually looks like, but I want to describe Ditex, Hamun, and Ditex's girlfriend, whatever her name is, Felnor?
Flanar.
Yeah, I want to
Flanar.
describe them and see if they've come this way.
As you describe the woman, the treant, he says, yes, she has come and gone from that mine many of time.
Is she currently there?
He kind of looks off into the distance in the direction of the mine. He says, well, there are a group of them there now, but I do not know all of who is there.
Let me be clear. I don't care about anyone else other than her. Is she there?
The last I saw, she went this way a few days ago.
I am super stoked about killing Ditex's girlfriend.
Is there anything else I can help you with, young human?
I don't have any more questions. I'm on a murder crusade. Does anyone smarter than me have a question?
Those Slodes back there, what do you know about them?
The Slodes are very territorial. They do not move too far away from the river. Just don't harm their frogs. They're very protective of them.
Noted.
Can you put in a good word for us? Jeff, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. What do you think the Slodes are doing on the prime material plane?
That is a very good question, old human. Strange things have been afoot in this forest for many a month. What is going on in the mine, the evil coming from the city to the south. I feel a great rapture approaching.
Now, hold on one second. Frogmen are not actually natural to our plane?
No, they are not.
No, Bob says.
This isn't the first frogmen we've run into. That means they've
This
been
what?
on this plane for a while.
Well, these specific ones, sure. But it is not the first time that you've come across them, no. Last time, they were in of Ditex, I believe.
He is. So
You fought them in
he's.
the
Yep. So Ditex is summoning frogmen from the from the portal and using them as mercenary, or well, using them as slaves to fight people for him. But some of them slipped through, so maybe we should go back to those frogs and talk about sending them back to their home plane and using them as allies.
They didn't seem very keen to talk.
They sounded like they just wanted to be alone in their water. Because they could have attacked if they wanted to, but they didn't. They let you walk away. Not saying that you couldn't beat them, but they were just like, just leave us be.
Right. Well, they probably don't trust humans after being abducted from their home and transported here.
Well, I don't know that we have time to convince them otherwise, do we?
You can always put a pin in it.
Let's put a pin in that. Let's go back and visit those roads later on, just in case they're spawning in our river. Maybe that's what all the baby frogs were, little baby slodes.
Oh, they were so tasty.
We ate slode.
This to make me feel good.
It's pretty tasty. I hit the spot.
River chicken.
It's like interplanar meat. That's gotta cause digestive problems at some point.
They call those chaos chickens.
Alright, well, thank you, Bob. Let's go visit the mine. I have a grand plan on how to get us in there without attacking anybody.
Bob the Treant says, "Please be careful, young humans."
I shrug when he says be careful.
Armin's already died enough. There's something truly terrible in that cave.
Yeah, but opportunities also, so we gotta tackle that one.
Here, let me give you something to help you on your way.
That's, is it?
New staff, new staff, new staff.
Shut up, Yolanda.
I mean, he could just like grow me a really cool staff. Like,
He'll be like, here is my branch, and it's actually his tree deck. He wants you to swing at people.
exactly. That's what I want.
He reaches up into the tree portion of his hair,
His bushel.
his bushel,
I'm
and
making
he
that
pulls
up.
down. He pulls down a large leaf, and he scoops some sap off of his body and wraps it in the leaf and hands it to you.
Tree semen. I accept it with the best neutral expression as I can muster, given the situation.
And he tells you, if you are ever in a pinch, consume some of this, and it will save your life force.
Sweet.
So, functionally speaking, will it bring me back from the dead?
It will not return you to this plane if your soul has departed. But you will feel a lot better if you are mortally wounded.
Okay.
You might got you a gift certificate at a day spa or something.
And before the party, he seems to reassume a tree stance, and now he is completely indistinguishable from a regular tree.
I should learn his
Cool,
camouflage ability. I stand really still and say, can you still see me?
Do you think there's more of those berries or what is it that he gave us?
Tree semen.
He
You think
gave
there's more
you-
tree semen up there in his crown?
So what you're telling me is that after he willingly gave you some of this life-saving sap, that you're gonna clamp more.
Do you think we could tap him and get some more?
I'm sorry, aren't you the holy man?
We could make a mint on this at the local town. We could call it Bob's Cure-All.
That's actually, this is a good idea. We can use it as a way to get into the mine.
How do you mean?
We're traveling Bob's Cure-All salesmen.
That's true.
But no, we're not gonna molest this tree for his excrement.
His excrement.
At least Armin isn't. I won't speak for anyone else.
Sir Eastervall chuckled and said, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're crazy, Istval.
Roll me. Hey, Eastervall, roll me deception on that.
I grab him by the
God.
hinge and I say, "We're going now." Onward and away.
All right, so after speaking with the tree now, you know that something nefarious is going on in the mine, which obviously you already knew, but if it is even reaching the treants of the forest, you know that something is foul and afoot, truly. His mention of the city to the south being corrupted, creatures coming from other planes when they shouldn't be here. Sounds like you need to take care of whatever's in that cave.
Well, we are going to. Nothing is going to stop me from killing Ditex's girlfriend.
What if we get there and it's not her?
I'm still going to kill her.
Okay.
Unless she's not there. You mean, what if she's the good guy? Or what if she's not there?
No, nothing. Sorry.
Onward.
Onward and up.
We're at the place now. Please.
You are at
the place to do the thing.
No, I wrote this down somewhere. Aha, there it is. Okay. As you continue along the path, there is no map for this, but the path eventually comes up on a kind of beaten or off-beaten path. No, maybe I do have a map for it. Couldn't find a good enough map for it, so I'd try to wing it. But so as you continue northeast, the party sees an off-beaten path immediately that kind of leads down and to a cliffside. And off in the distance on that cliffside, or not cliffside, but mountainside, you see a single human kind of standing guard at the mouth to the entrance of the cave.
What is his appearance? What does he look like?
He looks like one of the barbarians that you've displaced earlier.
Okay, here's my cunning plan, guys. We actually work for Ditex, and we're here to inspect the mine, and we need the manager on duty out here immediately.
We're gonna go the deception route and not just assassinate the dude.
Well, I'm really hoping that that'll mean Flanar will be brought to us at the entrance to the cave, and we could just kill her there, and then execute everyone else in there as well.
We'll just pull a Karen. I need to see the manager right now.
Absolutely.
It's just well.
All right, so you are, you're at a visual range of the barbarian, like, noticing you. You're kind of still on the path, but about 60, 80 feet away.
I pull.
What do you do?
I have a traveling cloak in my inventory that I've been carrying for a long time. I'm gonna put that on, so I don't look like me, a little bit at least.
Okay.
And I look a little gaunter because I'm emaciated from dying.
Right.
So I'm gonna play it up like I'm some undead. No, wait, I'm a grave pallet or a grave cleric.
I've got a bunch of chalk too.
Yes, chalk me up.
There you go.
Give you some like goth makeup. You got like
makeup and also
eyes.
my armor and my shield.
Oh yeah, like a red insignia or something.
Yeah. Oh, the insignia to Velsharoon.
There you go. All right. You actually have one of those?
No, but he's got chalk. We're gonna draw it on his shield.
We're gonna embellish the disguise a little bit.
So I'm gonna look like I have emo eyes. We're gonna have the Velsharoon. Actually, not on my shield. My shield's gonna be on my back because I don't want to deface my holy item.
Right.
So you can write it on my chest.
So you're gonna draw the insignia of Velsharoon on your
Yes.
chest
Yes.
of what?
Whatever his symbol is.
No, I'm talking. What are you drawing it on? Like literally
Oh,
your
my chest armor.
Oh, your chest armor. Okay, I was like, what are you stripping down and doing this?
Yes, I am charging at this man naked. No, well, it's just chalk, so it could like, if someone has a water spell, they can clean me up real quick. Hopefully, the barbarian doesn't have a cup of water and just like fling it on me. Everyone else needs to put on their cloaks and their emo eyes as well.
All right, so you decorate yourself up. Is anybody else going to join Armin on this?
I think everyone should come.
I'm gonna stand next to them, and if they don't take them seriously, I'm gonna use my wings with my coat to try to instill some fear in them.
Yes.
Right on.
But only if it's not going well initially.
Is this guy like standing on the edge of a cliff?
No, I meant like not cliffside, but like mountainside. You know, like
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah, not on the side of a cliff, so you can't yeah.
He can't like swoop down and give him a good shove off the side.
Right. Yeah. No.
We need him to go get his manager. So yes, if it looks like I'm failing at this persuasion deception combo, intimidate the shit out of them with your dragon wings or your fear code or whatever it is.
Okay.
I think this is the most thought through plan we've had in a minute. Let's just do it.
Let's find a way to screw it up.
I can't wait to see how we screw it up.
It's gonna be great. Gonna be great.
All right. Well, actually, is everyone else getting the chalk eyeliner treatment? I'm specifically interested in if Yolanda is going to do this.
Oh, I'm gonna try, yeah.
And I say, you can't wear your t-shirt, your face t-shirt when we do this. You have other
What
clothes,
if I want
right?
to be a fan of myself?
You can't. No.
I can just talk about how awesome she is all the time.
Except you have her face.
Surgery. I went to a sorcerer. I love her so much.
Jesus Christ.
I'll be my own crazy past.
Okay. Well, somebody wrap a bandana around her face. Or something. Or like, actually, do you have like magic that you can like do minor illusions or something, D? Like make your eyes
Minor
like...
illusion.
Huh?
I do have minor illusion.
Can you just like make fire come out of your eyes all the time?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's obviously an evil thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Ooh, should I have horns?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm gonna turn my skin red.
So you're a tiefling.
Yes. Can I be a boy? I want to look like a boy.
Okay. That does not bother me.
My name is Yolanda, and I have a baby.
Okay, your new name is...
Wait, you're still gonna be Yolanda?
You could be...
It's a good name.
You could be Yoland.
My name is.
My new name, my assumed name is going to be Manos.
Are you the Hand of Fate?
My name is Yolan. Dog.
It's a Russian thing. He just says "da" after everything he says.
All right. Have you approached the guy yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Da.
All right. As the party approaches, the barbarian notices you coming to the cave side, and he steps forward and he's got a big axe and he says, "Hang on there.
And I
Who
say,
are you and what are you doing here?"
I say, you hang on there. I need to see Flanar right now.
Roll me a persuasion.
I like your eye dart, Scott. You went.
I'm looking for my character sheet.
Well, it's because on the camera it's like over here is the on the very left side is the cameras, and then on the far right side of my screen is the sidebar for the game.
I'm sure.
That's a 7.
7, and he goes, "Flanar, huh? Where'd you hear that name from?"
Did I stutter? Mercenary? I need to speak with her immediately. Ditex has sent us to investigate the mine. You go get her now, so we can have a discussion about who gets to live or die here.
Ditex sent you, huh? He says.
Did I stutter?
All right, which cell are you with?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, we know cells. I don't have my notepad with me. I'm trying to remember, but I got no. Does anyone have any ideas?
No.
I'm gonna lean forward and whisper, "Tell him we're with the Eastern sect."
Roll me a deception.
Why don't you just step forward and say that? Well, say it out loud.
Are you chastising me in front of the guard?
I am. Speak up.
We talked about this. You need to be more assertive.
That's exactly what I say. Step up, old man. What did you say?
Did you roll the deception?
Sorry, hold on.
We're playing it off as not a deception. I'm telling him to speak up and say it in front of the guard.
Well, I'm asking for deception
Okay.
for what he's saying. And the barbarian goes, "The Eastern sect? I haven't heard of an Eastern sect."
I'm not surprised. You're a hired gun. We don't tell you everything.
Well, Eastern sect or not, unless you can state one of the cells that you're with, I can't let you through.
I'm curious if I am gaunt and emaciated enough to look like Hamun right now. If I'm gonna lift my hood and try to impersonate my brother.
I lost my audio for a while. What was going on there?
It's all downhill.
Not necessarily.
I lost my audio when you started to walk up to the barbarian.
Oh man. You want to recap? Who wants to recap? All right. So basically, they walked up and they tried to be really assertive, like, "Hey, we need Flanar out here right now to talk to her." He asked, "Which cell are you with?" To Eastaval's reply of, "We're with the Eastern sect." And the barbarian replied with, "Eastern sect? I'm not familiar with an Eastern sect." To which Armin says, "Well, I'm not surprised. You're just a hired gun." And that's where we're at.
I'm gonna grab Armin and whisper into his ear and just say, and just act like Act like I'm really pissed off at this guy and I'm your superior, real quick.
Okay. I go wide-eyed and I look at the mercenary, go wide-eyed and be like, dude, we need it in here now before my friend back here, my boss, starts eating people.
I'm gonna use my wings right when he says that.
Okay. Do I need to make a saving throw for that? I always forget.
I forget. Let me look that back up. I think it's where'd it go? What did we call it?
It's like
We called it the Wings of Deception, but I think it was.
Where'd it go?
Where did it go?
I had it written down.
So we're trying to scare this guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to do that.
Sir Eastavold takes a step back and says, "Oh God, I just got done washing the blood out of my clothes from the last one."
They have
We're angling for that advantage,
basically
aren't we?
frightful presence. I need to make a wisdom save against your or not a wisdom save, but a DC save against your casting ability.
My casting, I think it is a 17.
So I need to make a DC 17 what?
Charisma is my spellcasting ability.
Okay, so I have to. All right. So what do you do?
So I'm letting Armin kind of, act like I've just given him big orders, and I'm staring right at the guys. And as soon as he points back to me, that's when I kind of bristle and sprout the wings to use the fear spell and try to look angry and impatient.
All right. As you do this, a cold sweat washes over the barbarian, and he says, "Look, all right, okay, all right. I don't get paid enough to deal with this. Just Flanar's inside. She's all the way in the back. They're mining the they're mining whatever it's called. I don't know. They just put me out here to watch for people. Just go in."
And I'm going to speak and say, what did I say about you going and getting her? Go get her, bring her to us.
Look, I can't leave the post. She'll kill me. Just
right here.
She's in there. Just go.
We're right here. We're not leaving. We'll hold down the post. Go get her.
All right. Hang on. I'll be right back.
All right, guys, set the dynamite.
You see the barbarian disappear into the cave.
So, we probably don't want to just be standing out in the open when she
We're not.
starts to emerge, because she's going to get eyes on us before we'll have eyes on her.
We're not. I'm going to go to the side of the cave, and as soon as she jumps, or as soon as she walks out of the cave, I'm going to jump on her and cast Anti-Magic Field.
It's a good call.
And then everyone just kick her on the ground a whole bunch until she's dead. Has everyone seen that last episode of The Boys where they're all kicking the crap out of?
I just started. I got like 10 minutes into the first episode the other day, but
Have you seen it, Jeff?
Eat my shit, you Nazi bitch.
Exactly.
That's my. I had to rewind it a couple times to make sure it was Starfire that said that. I was like, holy shit. Hey, Kraut.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite fight scenes in the whole thing.
So that's the plan, right? I'm gonna sit back, out of sight and just
Yeah.
jump on her anti-magic, and then we see a flurry of hammers and sticks and lightning on her. Well, I guess I don't know if magic can go through the anti-magic field, Hafen.
I don't think so, because
So-
it's a space where magic cannot exist. So if it hits it, it just kind of dissipates.
So be prepared for like crowd control or something, Hafen,
All right.
since you won't be able to magic anything in the non-magic area.
I'll just when it. I'm gonna go ahead and take to the air while we're waiting on her to come out, so she doesn't see me anyway.
That's a good call. You could carry
All
a
right.
couple of big rocks and just drop them.
Now, keep in mind
That our plans
that
never work.
you have dealt with Flanar before, and you know what she is capable of.
I remember that we had to teleport away, didn't we?
Yeah.
Only because Ditex showed up, and
Oh yeah, and then took our awesome weapon by asking for it.
wait, what? Say again?
So yeah.
We had something. We were betting on the fight, and then he showed up and cast like truth on Istaval and asked for whatever Istaval was holding.
Yeah, the Horn of Valhalla.
Yep.
But it's a magic item. Hopefully the anti-magic field would contain that.
I mean, this is all in the presumption that Flanar has the horn.
Right.
All right. You hear some noises coming from inside the cave. You hear unintelligible, kind of loud thumping and everything else. And then you see a woman walk out of the cave.
Does she look familiar?
The entire party immediately recognizes her as Flanar, the one on the tower top in the middle of High Moon.
Okay. Is she outside the cave now?
She has walked out of the mouth of the cave.
I jump on her back and I cast anti-magic field.
As you jump down and cast anti-magic field, Flanar completely dissipates. You land at the
Fucking
mouth of the cave.
Jesus, illusion bullshit.
Womp womp.
It seems that someone is aware of who is being dealt with. Or maybe she doesn't know it's you, but she knows it's something.
Alright, we're going in the cave. I yell out, "Hey Finn, it was a trick. We're rolling in."
Are we using real names now?
No, not you.
No.
You still pretend you're a tiefling for now.
I'm sorry, who are you talking to? What are you talking about, Trick?
I'm sorry, Lord Master Dragon Man, please come down.
Just catching some air up here.
We're going in. Let's pull her out.
All right. As you enter the cave, you see mining cart tracks that sprawl about 10 feet into the cave. Further in,
Ooh, is there a minecart?
there is not a mine cart on your end, unfortunately.
Oh, this isn't a Donkey
Damn.
Kong level.
Oh my.
Okay.
But east of all, leading the pack, sees men hammering away at the walls, mining minerals out of the wall, taking hunks, throwing them into carts.
Can I take a look at the mineral from where I'm standing?
Can you take a look at the what?
The mineral? Can I try to ID it just by looking at it from where I am?
Oh, from where you're at, there is no. You can't tell what it is yet
Okay.
because it's on the other side of that bridge.
Okay.
They know we're here, guys. there's like no stealth component here. Let's be obnoxious, loud, and demanding the whole time.
Well, let's just walk through like we're supposed to be walking through.
As the party,
So it
strolls
doesn't
into the
work.
cave, you hear you hear the thunderous cry of two men yelling at the miners to work harder.
So
You
the-
hear off in the
Here,
distance.
work.
You hear off in the distance. Quickly, get all of it before they can show up. We must get out of here.
I wanna do an insight check on if they are like faking it or if this is really a thing that they're concerned about.
Okay, roll me an insight.
Getting to my character sheet is annoying every single time.
Teen. All right. You can hear the fear in the voice of the man calling that they are trying to get everything they can before you show up.
And it's the bridge right in front of us to the right.
Yes, it's
Let's-
across that.
Oh, let's go do that. If we can't get her, at least we can disrupt the operations and maybe she'll be punished for it.
Do you think that the miners are enemies, or are they being forced to work?
Read a
Are you
bad
asking me that, or are
situation.
you asking Armin that?
Was I able to glean that from listening to their conversation while we were around the corner before they've seen us?
You are, well, you're kind of unsure. You don't know. I mean, they could be friend, they could be foe. You won't know until you approach and attempt to ask. The voice you were hearing had fear in his voice, though.
So cloud kill is probably out of the question then.
Let's go see if there's some dwarfs in here you can talk to, because they should be the ones mining, right?
Also, are they beating it because they know we're on to them, or do they still think they're under inspection or something?
No, they're on to us.
That's a
They're
good
on
question
to-
that you don't quite know the answer
We
to
don't
yet.
know. We don't know yet. Okay.
You don't know.
They're on to us. That is the assumption we should go with.
I think until we're attacked, we should just walk through like we're the authority, and get as close as we can to her.
Well, we know that these people are trying to get a bunch of minerals out before we get there. We need to acquire a mineral and at least figure out what it is. So let's head straight that way. If nothing else, we'll use some intel.
All
Trying
right, so east of all can see a couple of them up ahead. The rest of the party, not so much.
So we're still in our costumes, but presumably she knows that we're here now, right?
One could assume that she thinks it is you, but she could also not be sure. But whatever the case is, they're trying to finish up before you get in there.
I guess we better get in there, huh?
Let's get in
Let's
there.
get in.
Run across. Run forward across the bridge.
As you approach the bridge, you see, we'll hold you there. As you approached across the bridge, you see about 5 men mining at the walls. You see a man, close to the end of the tracks here, completely in plated gear. It looks all nice and shiny. And he says, as soon as he sees Armin approaching the bridge, he yells, "They're here! Smash the minerals!" The miners immediately turn to the walls, and instead of mining, they start smashing all of the rocks on the walls. All the minerals that they have been mining, everything is crushing with extreme ease, turning to powder as their pickaxes and shovels decimate it.
Can I cast sleep and try to sleep them?
Absolutely.
So 26 hit points of creatures.
20.
I forgot that that's how sleep works.
Oh yeah, let me. Not slept. Sleep. You use the spell of sleep.
Yeah.
All right. The spell sends creatures in magical slumber. The total is how many hit points of the creature. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Starting with the creature. Right. Each creature affected by the spell. Okay, so you did 26. So you're going to try to hit 6 creatures. Is that right?
Yeah.
Just all their HP. And all of the miners in front of you immediately drop their shovels and kind of slump against the walls, the mine carts. The man in the armor kind of drops down to one knee holding onto a sword as he nods off.
Well, get some of that ore.
All of the veins that are showing on all of the walls to where that they have been around have been smashed, but there's powder, tons of powder of what they have smashed left behind.
I'd like to scoop up some of the powder and hang on to it for later.
Sure. Would you like to?
Did any of them fall asleep?
They all fell asleep.
My audio cut out.
Oh yeah, no, you hit them all. So no one ever does sleep, so I don't know the sleep rules very well, to be quite honest. But
let me refresh you. It's 28, or maybe is it 8 plus 26, Jeff?
Yeah, it is. That's the total number of hit points of the creatures that can be affected by it.
Right. So if each of these barbarians has like 12 HP, then you could sleep like 3 of them.
Basically.
Oh, I see. Well, all right. So
and it goes.
It has to reach.
To
does it have to reach their? Does it have to reach their maximum HP for them to fall asleep?
Yes.
Oh, then none of them fall asleep.
God, I should have cast Hypnotic Pattern. I forgot that sleep is basically useless.
Yeah, no one ever uses it, and it's never really talked about. So, all right. So Red back. They're still going at it. They're still smashing away.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run. We need to
chain lightning.
Yeah, chain lightning. Do that. Kill a bunch of them.
Kill them.
We need to rush in and start killing people, especially the night guy. I'm gonna charge right at him and swing my sword.
And as you run forward, you see another knight with Flanar. Flanar in front of her has a minecart filled with a humongous, we'll say it is the size of a large beach ball of this mineral, just a huge ass hunk of it, right? And you've gone up rushing on this knight. She sees you coming, and she immediately lets out a yell in surprise. She said, "I knew it!"
We're coming for you.
She immediately begins to cast a spell.
I immediately cast a spell. Let me see if this one is... Okay. So I got two things I can do, guys. We can try to stop her, or we can try to figure out what this mineral is.
Let's investigate the mineral.
You don't want to stop the bad guy? Because I want to stop the bad guy.
She begins to cast a spell.
I think we should try to stop her while we got her.
Bear with me for a moment.
Okay.
She casts a spell, and a teleportation portal opens in front of her. It immediately, and one of the blue kind of bulbousy crystals on the wall lights up, and she says, she lets out a curse, and she brings her fist to the wall, smashing the mineral, and the teleportation portal opens back up in front of her. She says to the champion next to her, "Take it and go. I've got to deal with them." The champion takes the large mineral, pulls it through, and the portal closes behind him.
Alright, well, I step forward, crack my knuckles, pull out my Vorpal sword, and say, "Have you two met yet?" as I point at the sword.
Alright, I guess we're going to say roll for initiative.
Are we rolling for initiative at 9:40?
Well, it is just 2 creatures.
Is it? I see all these miners also.
Well, the miners you don't know if they're good or bad.
Everything is bad here.
Should have Cloud killed them. If there's one thing I learned from Baldur's Gate, it's Cloud Kill is your best friend.
Isn't that the truth?
Alright, I'm gonna let my dog out while we figure out initiative,
Sure.
and while I'm really low at it.
Cloud kill.
Who keeps coming in and out?
Is anybody talking right now?
No.
Is that you that keeps coming in and out?
Yeah, I keep like my audio just keeps going in and out, and my connection stayed steady the whole time. It hasn't done the red thing where the bars dropped to red, so I don't know why it's doing that. It hasn't done it all night up until just about right now.
Just now. Well, you know what? I mean, I can give you guys the option. Do you want to do this combat now, or do you just want to save it for next time? Because honestly, it's probably not going to be too terribly long. But at the same time, it might be easier just to string this in with, what you can do in next session. It's totally up to you.
I would personally rather, because I'm already fading, and I gotta wake up really early.
Right. You got your promotion, don't you?
No, that was last week.
That's right. Well, congratulations on your promotion.
Yes, congratulations.
I'm now Corporal Smith.
Nice. Yeah, all right. We'll just go ahead and do this next week. Because it's as you're currently aware, it's just 2. It's the champion and Flanar. You don't know yet if the miners are going to join in or not. Sean, we're just going to do this next week.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured it would just be easier, just to string it in with the next kind of events of It'll actually help me because actually after this fight, I don't have anything else written yet. So
Okay, I figured this fight would be kind of long because it feels like a boss fight.
well, it is Flanar, the last of Ditex's
Triplets.
kind of
Lieutenants.
yeah, more or less.
It's his girlfriend. That's canon.
Who named? Did you change the name of one of my NPCs?
I did not.
Maybe
I didn't have that opportunity. Someone else
maybe
got
I
to
did
name
that.
Bob.
You met Bob the Treant tonight. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just go ahead and stop here, and we'll start combat the next time. You guys, we'll keep the initiative as it is because you guys rolled well against the bad guys. So
Cool.
Not this week, but next week. I'm off all week for vacation. Yay!
excellent.
Very nice.
Sweet. Jeff, anytime you want to hop on and play ESO.
Maybe. One day.
Jeff doesn't have free time.
One day.
Yeah. Longer
All right.
is it till the baby comes?
Oh, I'll have lots more time then.
Oh yeah. No, what'd she do?
December. Almost there.
Almost there. Yeah.
I've been falling asleep early a lot this week, so I haven't been much use of gaming at all.
I actually bought I bought this thing called a Pavlok. Anybody heard of that?
A padlock.
It's called Pavlok.
Pavlok. All right.
It's a shock alarm clock. So I'm going to use that to start getting up at 7, so I can actually have time in the morning to do things like work out and keep the house clean and stuff like that. So,
You're just cutting it out of your sleep. No worries.
well, if I get to bed at 11, I'm still getting pretty much like roughly 7 hours of sleep, which is all I've really needed anyway. So I just can't drag myself out of bed in the morning, especially in the winter when the heat kicks on.
Yeah, when it's nice and warm in the bed and cold outside, hell no, I'm not getting up.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
So we'll see how that
Till
goes.
next week.
All right. Catch you later.
Holla. Are you bouncing, Scott?
No.
Oh.
Deej said she was going.
Okay, because I want to play Divinity.
Oh. Okay.
I did finally break down and get I shouldn't have, but I did. I got Baldur's Gate 3.
Is it everything you thought it was, or thought it'd be?
I suck at it, but I've spent more time playing